It's time for the Raleigh Road Show.
Hey everybody, we're back with the Raleigh Road Show, and we are here with Redline Band again tonight. And this is not a political show by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm here tonight to represent and wish well the people in Colorado that have recently had some tragedy there. We here as Americans, we don't cower, we don't run, we don't hide from terrorism, whether that's domestic or international. And if you need to talk to me about it, check me out on Facebook, Randall Honeycutt. And all I have to say is, on a personal note, you don't mess with my music, my movies, or my food. Otherwise, you can turn this place into Planet of the Apes with Terminators and The Walking Dead running around. Music, movies, and food. It's a very coward thing for that to happen. And we here at the Raleigh Road Show extend our condolences out to the families and friends that had that happen. If anybody else has anything to add to that, fantastic. If not, we are here for fun. We enjoy what we do here. We love to interview the local bands and musicians. We have Redline Band, and we start out by letting everybody introduce ourselves, who you are, where you're from, what you play, and all that good stuff. So we'll start out on this end here.
I'm Rob from Fuquay, lead vocals and guitar.
Brian Gilreath from Raleigh. I am backing vocals and lead guitar.
I'm Krista from Raleigh, and I'm lead vocals and tambourine.
I'm Marty Hay, drums all the way. I like to bang the drums.
So we'll ask the obvious first question, and I think I've talked to someone about this before. So the name of the band, that's always something interesting to tell, and how it came about. So.
Yeah, we formed in 2011, about October, and just as any other band finds when they're going through the naming process, it's kind of how do you find a name to kind of suit your the identity of the band. So I was actually driving home from practice one day, and I was looking at my speedometer, and I think I sent about 20 messages. Not driving, of course, but I stopped to send these messages. But I told him, I was like, yeah, I think Redline sounds pretty good. It kind of gives a high energy, kind of high octane, overdrive kind of feel to it. And
sounds like something that Sammy Hagar would.
That's right. I can't drive 55. Yeah, so we all kind of threw the idea of Redline around and just kind of stuck. It was real easy. It was marketable. It was a nice one word everybody can remember, and we got a nice logo, and it's worked out well for us.
Awesome. Well, and we'll start off on this end. I always like to talk about the influences, how you came to be a musician. I mean, everybody's, as a young teen, we sit there and listen to music. We say, yeah, I want to be a rock star or be in a band someday. So who are the bands that influenced you, and who do you enjoy listening to?
Well, I started out on trumpet. I decided that wasn't going to cut it, okay? But I came up through the 80s.
Herb Alpert, the Tijuana brass over here.
Did not cut it, no. I tried hitting that damn thing several times. It didn't work. But no, I came up with AC/DC, Foreigner, Journey, all the good stuff like that. ZZ Top, and that has stuck, and you're going to see a lot of those influences tonight.
Awesome.
Well, I'm actually an R&B singer at heart. So I grew up, my influences were big time Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey.
Fantastic.
But what set me onto the rock scene is Journey. I love Journey. I love Steve Perry. So.
And Steve, if you're watching the show, which you probably won't be, but the guy that they have singing for him now, what's his Arnado?
I don't know.
Filipino guy. he's fantastic, but
He is fantastic.
he still doesn't, you know.
No,
Steve
nobody
Perry,
is Steve Perry.
You don't
Steve,
replace.
I love you.
Irreplaceable. But Mariah Carey, she's going to be on American Idol this year.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that. I never watched American Idol before, believe it or not, but I guess I'm going to have to now.
So what about influences for you, my friend?
Yeah, I started off about 12 and 13 years old, and my next door neighbor was playing Metallica, and I was a big Metallica head, you know, as any adolescent youth would be growing up at about 12 years old. So once he broke out a guitar one day and started playing along with all the Metallica songs, and I just kind of, my eyes just went, oh my God, he's like, you're going to teach me how to do that, you know? So he let me borrow the guitar, and I got in there and I was just plinking away, and eventually my dad, he was a guitar player too. Well, my whole family played guitar, but he actually took me and bought a guitar, and I learned, so I listened to Allman Brothers, so I listened to Skinner, a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan, and was a real big jam band guy for a while. Yeah. So that was, the Allman Brothers probably had the biggest influence on my guitar playing. It was Big Joe and Dickie Betts.
Well, I think I'm going to get you some spikes to go on your thing. You could be Carrie King from Slayer.
It'll be a little hard to wipe the sweat off my face when blood is just. I forgot this was the
People know you're a real rocker,
That's
my
right.
friend.
That's right. That's right. So I got to change my attire from a jam band attire to this. You know, I got my leather cuff and my graphics tee, and it's Halloween every Friday and Saturday night.
Yes, sir. I hear that.
Probably definitely influenced by the 80s bands, Poison and Guns N' Roses, that kind of stuff. Probably first got a guitar more with the idea of starting a band as opposed to learning to play guitar.
Hi, this is Wendy with the Raleigh Road Show. We're hanging out tonight, checking out the band Redline, and I'm hanging out with these two beautiful people. How you guys doing?
We're doing awesome.
Fantastic.
Great. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Brandy Love, and I'm here from Raleigh, North Carolina.
And I'm Michael Love, and I'm right here from Raleigh.
Awesome. Have you seen the band before?
This is the first, but it will not be the last.
I think it's fantastic. Raleigh has a great music scene, and this band is excellent. It's our kind of music, so.
They are really good. This is the first time I've seen them, and I'm having a blast. I appreciate you guys talking to us tonight. You can check us out at facebook.com or RTN10. You guys have a great night.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Hi, this is Wendy with the Raleigh Road Show. We're hanging out tonight. How you guys doing?
We're
Good.
good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Brandy and I'm from Raleigh.
I'm Wes, I'm from Raleigh.
Are you guys together?
Yes.
We're married.
We've been married for 8 months.
8 whole months.
Wow, newlyweds.
Yeah.
Is he behaving?
He is. He is.
It's a dream come true.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what I like to hear. Have you seen Redline before?
This is probably our 5th or 6th time.
Once or twice.
About 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
Do you like the band? What do you think?
Yeah, they're
Love 'em.
wonderful. They're wonderful.
They rock. They're awesome.
We drove all the way to Fuquay to see them for the first time
True.
a couple months ago, and we've been hooked ever since. So.
Oh, that's awesome. They are really good. They're a good band. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight and talking to us. You can check us out at facebook.com or RTN10. You guys have a good night.
Will do. Thanks a lot.
Behave yourself.
I won't promise. That's it.
Well, that's interesting because we'll transition into, you know, a lot of the 70s bands translated and transferred into the 80s better than the 80s bands transferred into the 90s. You had a lot of bands that fell off the map from late 80s to 90s, which is ridiculous because some of those bands were some of the most talented musicians that were out there. Unfortunately, they got caught up in some of the hair band and the glam band stuff, but some of those guys, I mean, I'll just Red Beach, Winger, which gets a lot of stuff from Beavis and Butthead. They said Winger's terrible, but Red Beach is probably one of the greatest rock guitar players that walk the stage, and you know, and I don't know what you guys think about that, but like I said, from the 70s into the 80s, you had a lot of those bands that translated, transferred, you know, AC/DC, Van Halen, all those guys really rolled over to the 80s and even have progressed, or even most of those are alive until now. But what do you think about that? What happened from that transition, 70 to 80 and 80 to 90?
I think unfortunately a lot of that was probably also tied up kind of like in the trends and the fashion that was going on at the time, and probably kind of overindulged itself almost.
Right, and you had the grunge thing that took over, which sort of wiped out half the bands out there at the time. But what about you guys? What did you think about that?
I just think they got sick of wearing lycra.
Spandex and big hair. Yeah, well, probably half of them started losing their hair, which is unfortunate for most of us. I'll be joining you soon, my friend.
Redline is also the sponsor for the Hair Club for Men.
Or the Lex Luthor Association. Anyway, but one of the recurring themes that we have here on the show is, there's sacrifice to be in a band. A lot of people talk about, yeah, let's get a band together, but most people don't realize the sacrifice that goes into that. Family, friends. You guys are here on a Friday night, which takes away from your time with loved ones. So we can start over here and just discuss what that means. And a lot of our bands that we've talked to before have said, I've tried to walk away from it, but there's something that just draws you back in, and the family and the friends understand that, and that's really what marks how bands progress and how they get better as well. So, Rob, if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's hard to walk away from. I think once you're a musician and really into playing, it's just something you have to do. You think about it all the time. And you're right, my family puts up with it,
They love it.
My wife's very patient.
They love it.
But yeah, your family does take a backseat at times, and unfortunately.
Right, and that takes understanding. Yeah.
I think everybody realizes. Once the idea and the nostalgia of being in the band is, everybody thinks about it. If you listen to music, you think about it. But once you finally get into a band and kind of get it going, you realize that it's just like anything in life. Just like a job, it's just like raising a family, and it takes work. You have to get along with everybody in the band. Everybody has compromise, and it's a growing process every day. But I think this band has done really well in that we all get along well. We all appreciate each other's input, and we all have that switch. We all have that switch for music. Right. We love music so much, and we want to share our talents with everybody and our energy, and that's kind of what's made us really flourish in this area sometimes. They see our appreciation for the music, and they feed off of it.
Awesome.
For me, I was a little bit of a late bloomer. Kind of life took over. I always wanted to be a singer when I grew up. However, life took over when I was started 20. And, children took over. So now that they're old enough, I'm very appreciative to have this opportunity, to really do my talent, what I love to do, and be in Redline. So it feels great and I'm very lucky to have a family that supports that, and it's also difficult because we have to juggle a lot of different things, because we're not just in a band. We also have our own lives. We have our own other job,
right,
and we have a family life. So it's very challenging, but it's worth it, and very lucky to have a family that supports that. So.
A band is like your second family. It really is. The thing that kills bands the quickest is either drama or ego. And the great thing about Redline is everybody just gets along, and we really don't have either.
Well, and that's another thing that I was going to ask. Other projects, things that you do, music instructors, anything along the lines of music that you all do outside of Redline that you'd like to talk about right now?
I think pretty much for the most of us, this is kind of our free time hobby. We're definitely serious about it, but at the end of the day, we all have day jobs, and this is a passion for us.
Right.
But it is a hobby, and I think that's what makes it work. And that we all understand that.
But if anybody wants to sign us right now, it is okay. You can go ahead and do that. We'll quit our jobs.
A little self-promotion there.
I hope my boss isn't watching this now. You're fired.
So we started a new segment on the show. It's called Showtime, and it's actually a little trivia question. And if you all are game, it's sort of a little gentleman's wager here. And I will ask the question at this time, and you feel free to discuss this. Team effort. There was a song recorded in the 80s called Tainted Love, and it was recorded by a band in the 80s and then someone much later. If you can name both recording artists, we shall present you with something.
A hearty handshake?
A beverage of choice. So, please discuss at this time. And the Jeopardy music style start now.
You guys, do I think it comes from the name of Soft Cell? Give it away. It was done twice in the 80s?
It was done in the 80s, and then I think in the early 2000s it was re-recorded by an artist.
Soft Cell. That's the second. 51
All right. Do you have any idea? We're gonna take a shot in the dark. Are you ready?
And you have the first artist right. So let me give a clue on the second. Someone who.
I think we know the second too.
Do you do? Okay.
No. Go ahead with the clue. Showtime. Go ahead with the clue.
He is a theatrical artist.
Marilyn Manson.
There you go.
Yeah.
Soft Cell and Marilyn Manson. It was actually on a movie, which is a great movie if you've ever seen it. I think it's another teen movie or something like that. It's ridiculously funny. Check it out. But anyway, we're gonna close now, and I would really like to thank Redline Band for coming in and doing this interview. And those of you watching, come out and support these guys, support our local bands and musicians. Watch the Raleigh Road Show, and together we can help keep these guys' show on the road. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Road show right now. Here with beautiful people. That's what we say all the time. You having a good time?
I'm having a blast.
Really? How long have you been here?
Since 8 o'clock.
Okay. What are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking you're really hot.
We'll go with that. I like this job. We're good. And that's the take.
Have you seen the band before?
Oh, now it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
I've not seen this band before. No.
Oh, wow. That's like not good.
But you can't say that. No, you can't say that.
Well, I think you need to stay here the rest of the night and check out the band.
Maybe that's what I should do. Yes, I agree.
All right. This is Wendy with the Raleigh Road Show. We're hanging out. What's your name? Where are you from?
Travis. I'm from, I'll just say Raleigh. It's been a while, yeah.
You can check us out at facebook.com or RTN10. Thank you for hanging out with me.
You're very welcome.
You have a good night.
Hey, now we're Raleigh Road Show. We're here and talking with one of our venue's managers, Redline Band. You know, they play a lot of great songs. What makes them a good fit for you guys to have them here?
Well, actually, they're a good fit for us because we cater to a group of people that want to come in and have a really great time, high energy music, dance. This band really kind of sticks with our mantra here, and that's just good time, good people. They play a lot of great cover bands, a lot of songs everybody knows and love, very high energy, and that's the kind of bands and music that we like to bring in here. So they're actually playing really well, bringing in a lot of crowd, and got a good high energy feel in there right now. So.
And that's what brought us with the Raleigh Roadshow to interview these guys with you guys, and it's fantastic. They're playing Sweet Home Alabama right now, so come out and check these guys out sometime. Really love it. Raleigh Roadshow. Thanks for watching.
Hey, you ladies are looking hot tonight. How you doing?
We're doing great.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Taylor from Raleigh. I'm Shelly from Raleigh.
Have you seen the band Redline before?
I have. This is my first time. I love them. They're awesome. He's actually the bass player for a phenomenal Raleigh band named Effigy. So they have borrowed him for the night. I'm down. I'll go see him. That's right. Is the Raleigh Roadshow going to go see them? That's right.
Are you guys behaving tonight?
No. Not of course not. No.
That's no fun, is it?
No, we don't behave ever.
Absolutely. Do you have a curfew?
Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. He's kind of being crotchety, so I don't know.
I love it, love it.
During the week, we don't have a curfew. That's right. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Whenever we have to be at work, that's our curfew. Drag your tails out. Check out Effigy. They are the cover band for Raleigh. We are a 96 rock band. We are the rock and roll cover band of Raleigh, and you must check us out on every Friday and Saturday night throughout Raleigh. Whether you hit, it doesn't matter where you're going. They're going to be there, so check us out, for real. That sounds good to me. I don't know. This band Redline's pretty cool. I like them too. That's my bass drummer right there, Jimbo. Hey, yeah, we like
him. You go, girl. I think they need to hire you. Promotions.
We like him. He's pretty good. Yeah, we like him. He's only a fill-in. He's only a fill-in.
I appreciate you so much, you guys, talking to us.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time. We
Yeah.
appreciate the local props, and we appreciate the local media, and it matters a lot. It matters a lot to people that are out there in the everyday and that are part of Raleigh. They've been here for 20, 30 years, and it matters. So we appreciate y'all being out
Like
here.
how awesome. I'm sure you guys, you know, the band appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the local musicians, local music scene.
It's fun.
You guys behave yourself, okay?
No!
This is Wendy with the Raleigh Roadshow. You can check us out Facebook, RTN10. You guys have a good night. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Randy here with the Raleigh Roadshow. Just checking out our band here, Redline Band. This was probably one of the most memorable nights we've had so far. Just a lot of fun, a lot of good energy out in the audience, and the band bringing that to the stage this night. And wanted to roll through some stuff we heard that night and some stuff on their set list. They take care of some rock and metal, Black Crowes, Def Leppard, and the Metallica stuff, which a lot of our bands may or may not get that playing on the stage in town. So, you know, you really should check these guys out if you like some rock and metal. I've got some classic rock on tip as well. ZZ Top, Tom Petty, the Stones. Those can be fun to listen to. You know, that takes you back to some of the 60s, 70s, and even 80s stuff that you like to sit down, listen to, maybe dance here and there. Also, we have some new rock on their set list that they play. Nickelback, Shinedown, Buck Cherry, which you may know that wild song that they that they sing, that a lot of bands tend to enjoy playing out there. So definitely check that out. Women Who Rock, Joan Jett and Pink. You know, having a female singer in the band doesn't hurt at all. It really brings something extra to the stage. Gives you a whole whole new set list that you can play. So, and these guys do it. You know, it was really nice to interview these guys. I had quickly met them before, but just very personable people. I enjoyed the interview. And last but not least, they bring something from primetime TV. They sing some CeeLo and Maroon 5. So you got CeeLo Green and Adam Levine on the stage when they sit there and play. So you should definitely check these guys out. I enjoyed it. The interview, as you can see, they enjoy what they do. A lot of fun. Let them know that you saw them on the Raleigh Road Show. I know that they would really appreciate it. You know, as do all our bands. And I personally appreciate you all watching. And let all the friends know in town to check out the Raleigh Road Show here on RTN 10 and on Facebook. Thanks for watching.